Hi everyone, welcome to All Inspired. My name is Amanda if you're new here, and today we're going to be focusing on getting this main level nice and cleaned up. It's always, the area that needs to be done the most. It's just one of the top priorities. We live on this main level. I mean, of course we go up in our bedrooms and stuff like that, but this is where everything takes place, and the kitchen is usually where we're at the most as far as, we're in here several times a day getting food and snacks and stuff, and it just becomes the messiest, the fastest, and I'm sure all of you guys can relate. I'm really happy that we got this set up over here. I just think that it's so cute. The kids love it. We end up having tea and hot cocoa and different things, and so it's just a really fun little area over here. We were actually talking about taking this wall and kind of opening up this space between the living room or the kitchen and the dining room, just so that it's a huge entryway. And my husband's like, I kind of don't want to because it's such a cute little area. He's like, you did a great job. It turned out wonderful. And so I don't know if we're going to end up opening that up. That was like way down the line. It's just, you buy a new house and you're like, we could do this, we could do this, we could do this. And it's like, yeah, none of this is getting done tomorrow. Like, this is years and years down the line. But it was just something that we were considering. If we opened that up, then it would make it feel more cohesive with the kitchen, I feel like. But it was like a weird, awkward dead space. And so I put that little area there. Just gonna spray down these counters, get them nice and wiped down. I'm just picking up the items, wiping everything down, and then putting it back. This is how you clean as a professional cleaner. I've told you guys in the past that I cleaned professionally for years, probably 6-7 years, something like that. And so I've done that for a really long time, and this is just, if you ever wondered how they're so efficient, is when they clean all the surface, but they don't remove everything and then put it back. A professional cleaner just picks up the item, wipes underneath it, wipes the item down, and then sets the item back down. And so that's just what I'm doing here. I want to make sure that I get a real nice thorough clean of the counters. I want to make sure that there's no debris. I mean, you can see this floor, it's already getting super dirty, and it's because there was a bunch of crumbs and just things on the countertops that you really couldn't see, but once I wipe it off, you can tell that they were dirty. I'm just gonna continue to wipe off all the appliances and just get it nice and clean in here. I want a fresh kitchen. I'm gonna be doing some meal prepping and cooking dinners this week, and so I just wanna make sure that it's all ready for the week, that it's all nice and clean. I'm using my Mrs. Meyer's lavender scent. I love that scent. It smells so good. It gets me ready for spring. We've been having some nice weather here, and I absolutely just love that scent. And so I actually found it on Amazon, and you can buy a large concentrated bottle. And so I already had the particular bottle on hand from buying it previously, and then I just refill it. So I really like that idea of not buying several bottles in a row and kind of getting the more concentrated. It makes me feel like I waste less because these bottles are absolutely reusable. They're in good shape and they'll last for a long time. So I'm excited that I found that on Amazon. I'll leave it linked below. If any of you guys have like a certain scent that you really love, I suggest buying the concentrate because it'll last you a lot longer and then you can enjoy that scent. This lavender one is a scent that I'll use it all year round. It doesn't really matter to me that it's, more of a spring scent. I just really, really like it. I've been trying to switch over to, less chemicals and more items that are healthier for you and stuff like that. And so I do love a good scent. I love my house to smell fresh and clean. I want it to look clean, but I want it to smell clean too. And so some of the like all natural scents aren't my favorite, but this lavender smells really, really good. It's not extremely strong. And if you don't like extremely strong scents, you can use the large concentrate bottle and you can add less of the product to the bottle if you don't like it too strong. I think it smells fabulous, and I will wipe down the whole entire kitchen, and I will go upstairs and put away laundry, and I'll come back down and it'll still smell good in here an hour later. So this is one of my favorite cleaning products. I don't use it all the time. Sometimes if I'm just doing a quick wipe down, I'll just use Dawn dish soap and just do a quick little wipe down, but I do like to spray off the countertops and get them all nice and fresh and just really, really clean. Okay, so enough raving about that.
my window. Sun's coming up like the day before. You're like a stone on my pillow. I don't make a sound when I shut the door. You don't have to wake up yet. We can spend all day in bed. I'll put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix marathon, Kenny G saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food. I'll put your favorite music on all the way baritone. Yeah. Shut the lights, go infrared. We can spend all day in bed. I get the wine and the corkscrew. You don't have to do one single thing. You don't know how much I want you. Just looking at you makes my whole world spin. You don't have to wake up yet. We can spend all day in bed. I'll put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix marathon, Kenny G saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food. I'll put your favorite music on all the way baritone. Shut the lights, go infrared. We can spend all day in bed.
I'm gonna get this couch all nice and vacuumed. It's so hard to keep the cat hair under control. This is kind of, I don't know, I discussed this in my last video. I need like a handheld vacuum. This Shark is amazing, it works really well, but it's like a hassle to do like these more detailed things like the couch and the stairs and things like that. It's just really, really hard. You can see I'm like pulling on the hose and the whole thing is in my way, and it's just, I think I would do it a lot more if I had like a little handheld vacuum. So I'm doing some research on those and hopefully I'll be able to get one of those soon. But you will see right here, this is an Easter pillow. This pillow has not gone into storage. I love the pillow. I love the pattern on the back. The gray lines, I haven't found anything similar. I have been on the look since last Easter when I bought that pillow, but I haven't found anything comparable, and so I just keep this pillow out and I just flip it around and I use the side with the lines on it, and nobody knows any different. But I love the pillow. I wish I could find something comparable. I have found things that are similar, but I love this particular one. I think it looks great, and so I just throw it on my couch and nobody knows, and in a few weeks when I do my Easter decorate, I'll flip it around and it'll look cute for a few weeks and then I'll flip it right back around. So if you guys ever have anything that you really love and it's seasonal, just try to use it anyways if you can. Why not? Save the money.
you, and you got me too.
I was at the wrong place at the right time, 'cause suddenly there you were with those bright blue eyes. We were conversing into the night sky when you took my hand, said let's leave now. Don't wanna be shy.
So I thought I would introduce myself a little bit better. My name is Amanda, and if you're new here, I have a blended family of 5. I have an 18-year-old daughter. Yeah, I know. It's always crazy. I was actually 18 years old whenever I had her, so I really don't remember life before having children. Like, I really don't remember that. I was really young when that took place. So my whole life, my whole adult life, I've had children. And so I have my daughter that is 18, and my husband has 2 daughters as well, one in middle school and one in elementary school. We are a whole house full of girls. So I thought it would be a little bit fun if I shared a story with you guys about how my husband and I got engaged. I know in a previous video I shared how our first date went and how we met and all that good stuff. So I just wanted to tell about how we got engaged. And so we had been together for a year. It was our 1-year anniversary of being together, and we decided to go see a band that we both really liked. It was our song was by this particular band, and so it's Blue October. And so we drove like hours away, like 4 or 5 hours away, to go see this band. And we got to the hotel, and because we were supposed to stay the whole entire weekend, so we got to the hotel, and I go to get ready, and so I hop in the shower, and it's like freezing cold, and it's not warming up, and I'm like, what in the world? And so I shower in this freezing cold shower, and then I get out and I'm getting ready, and Justin asks me, Justin's my husband, by the way, but he asked me, what shoes are you wearing? And I'm kind of like taken back, like, what do you mean, what shoes am I wearing? This is a very bizarre question. It's not something he'd typically ask me. And I was kind of like, the black ones? And he probably knew, but I would come out of the bathroom, and I did. I came out of the bathroom. I was going to show him what shoes I was wearing, even though I was still puzzled why he was asking. But he was down on one knee, and he asked me to marry him. And it's probably the most nervous I've ever seen him. He doesn't typically get very nervous, but he seemed pretty nervous. He said that he figured that I would say yes, but he was still nervous about it. But yeah, he got down on one knee and he proposed, and I said yes. And then we went to the concert and had a phenomenal time. It was a small venue. It was a great concert. And then we went back to the hotel. We slept there that night. We woke up the next morning, had breakfast there, and then we checked out and went to a different hotel. Their broiler was broke. That's why they didn't have hot water. And so they did give us like half off the hotel, but they could have told us that before we checked in, but they didn't want to do that because they wanted us to stay. So needless to say, we ended up leaving that hotel, going to a different hotel that had hot water. So it was still a great weekend. We enjoyed amazing food. It was just, me and him. It was the first time that we had ever gone and gotten away together. Oh, that's not true. We went to Mexico together, but that was a big group of friends. But it was the first time him and I had spent a weekend away, just him and I. So it was a lot of fun. It was amazing. But what's your guys' engagement stories? Do you have any cool, fun stories? And is it sentimental? My engagement is really, really sentimental. Like I said, the Blue October 18th floor balcony, that is our song. And so the fact that he proposed when we were going to their concert, he knows he could have done it at the concert, but he knows I'm not like huge public display of affection. I wouldn't want a whole crowd. I would want it to just be him and I. And so that's why he chose to do it in the hotel room. But it's really sentimental to us. I'll never forget the proposal. I'll never forget the crazy weekend and how it ended up turning out fabulous at the end. But what are your guys's proposals. Does anyone ever have, like, I've heard hot air balloon rides, all types of crazy stuff, like hiking, you go on a mountain. I've seen that before. I can't even think of any crazy ones right now, but all different types of proposals. And I know there's some really, really good ones out there. So let me know in the comments below if you're married, how were you proposed to? Where did it happen? All that good stuff. Just let me know. Comment below.
All the magic places in the world I've been to, this is where my heart is. Oh, you know it's true, no matter where I go.
I feel like half of this video was me cleaning the floors, but it really just takes a while to get it all done, and it's so important. I mean, the floors are so gross. You walk through them. We try to take our shoes off so that we can keep the floors nice and clean, but even if you have your shoes off, like, your feet are sweaty and gross. I mean, floors are just one of those things. We have cats. Our cats come in and out. You just saw Willow hop right over she does not like the Tineco at all. But yeah, we have an indoor cat. Willow is an indoor cat. She doesn't go outside, but she goes in and out of her litter box, and we clean the litter box constantly, but we don't put fresh litter in there every time, so it's gross. So I really like to keep up on these floors. We also have an outdoor cat. Well, she's not really an outdoor cat, but Coconut, she was a stray cat, and so she's an indoor cat that goes outside every single day. So she goes outside usually in the morning. She comes in the afternoon, has lunch, takes a nap. She goes back out for a couple hours, and then she comes in before it's dark outside. So she really loves to be outside. When we first moved here, we tried to keep her an indoor cat, and it just didn't work for her. She loves being outside. She thrives being outside, and so she doesn't go too far away from the house. We see her out in the neighborhood and stuff, and she goes in the little wooded area behind her house. So she just loves it. But these floors, they just take a beating, kids, family, everything, and I'm constantly trying to keep them clean. And this Tineco is my best friend. I don't really like the iRobots. I know people are a huge fan of those, but it's not really my thing. I like this a lot. I did quite a bit of research, and I wanted something that wasn't extremely expensive, but that worked really, really well. And I think that this was the best product that is out there. I love that I can vacuum and mop my floors at the same time. There's nothing better than getting them both done at the same time. Even when we first moved here, I hadn't used the Tineco yet, and we were just mopping the floors. And when I started using it, my husband was like, the floors look so great, and it's because of this. And I love it so much. I got my sister-in-law one of them. I think it is an outstanding product. There is some maintenance to it. You do have to clean it out after you use it. If you do not clean it out, it will smell and horrendous. Like, have you ever used a carpet cleaner and forgot to clean it out? Yeah, I did that the first or second time I ever used one. Smells horrendous. So I can imagine the same with the Tenko. If you leave dirty water sitting in an area where it can fester for a certain period of time, it will become disgusting. So you do have to, empty out the dirty bin and clean it all out. It does also have a self-clean where once you're all done, you empty out the dirty container, you put fresh clean water in the top container, you plug it in, and you hold the power button for 3 seconds, and that will start the self cleanup, and it'll clean everything that's internal, all the hoses, all the internal stuff. It'll clean it all out, and then you take the dirty container, you empty that out again, and then you rinse it out thoroughly. I also take the little brush roll off, which I think I'll do a short on this, just so that you guys can refer back to it if you ever want to watch it again. But I think instead of doing it in a long form, I'll do a short on it. But I take the brush roller out and I clean that every time. I feel like the brush roller is the most important. I have heard people say that you can clean the brush roller every couple times, but I don't like to do that. I like to clean it every single time. That's what's having direct contact with my floor, and I feel like that if I really want to get this clean, the brush roller needs to be fresh and clean every single time I use it. So I clean it out really, really well, and then I just leave it out on a towel to dry. I just put a towel on top of my dryer, I set all of my things out, and I just leave them there to dry. So if you guys are curious more about this, or you're a little bit confused what I'm saying, stay tuned because I'm going to make a short. So if you would like, just go ahead and hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. Whenever I upload the short explaining how to maintenance and clean your Tenko, you'll be able to see it and refer back to it. That way you won't have to thumb through a whole long video to figure out exactly how that was done. If you ever forget, or if you ever get a brand new Tenko and you want to know how to clean it, you can just go straight to the short and it'll show you really quickly how to get it all done. But I'm just going to finish up here getting these floors done. Like I said, it's just one of those things that takes forever to get done, but it's so satisfying after it gets all clean and fresh. The floors stay like this for a couple hours, so I'm always grateful after they're all nice and fresh. If you guys made it to the end of this video, you know I appreciate every single one of you for watching my videos. It makes such a difference for a growing channel, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Caught up in the memories of you and your blue jeans. You still make me feel like you used to back then. I'm feeling our history so close I can touch it. I just can't stop thinking about us way back when. Making out in my room, nobody had a clue. Sneaking out past curfew, we were only 17. Didn't say I love you, but we knew it was true. To this day I still do love you like I'm 17. Still love you like I'm 17. Still love you like I'm 17. You said that you needed me like a car